Hey, it's me. Welcome to Trump Mafia. Now you're going to enjoy this video because it's about reality, and reality is we're winning. And I'm going to talk about the Brett Kavanaugh confirmation process, including the FBI and the week extension. But you heard that video I made about Spartacus and Rambo. And also, if you're a made member at the Trump Mafia headquarters, I wrote a couple of opinions about different elements of what has been going on. But I can tell you that I don't watch the media on the left or the right. There's nothing that can poison my mind. And so I just use common sense. So for the last many weeks, I never felt any worry or concern that Brett Kavanaugh would not be confirmed as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. Even when the third false accuser came out, I didn't feel any worry. Why would I? It's a circus. And DimDems are reaching into their bag of dirty tricks. And I know it's annoying, it's unseemly, and I mean, these people are like demons, but they're acting out because they're crying on the inside. Trust me, these people are in a panic, they're fearful, they're crying, and it's a meltdown. And that is because this is that one judge that will turn the Supreme Court conservative. I mean, just imagine that. After decades and decades, I mean, it's happening. And it's happening with Trump as president. It's like a double whammy. And, I mean, this is destroying liberals. You saw the meltdowns after Trump won the election. Well, this is the next best thing. I mean, this is really going to affect liberalism for the next many decades, even when Trump is gone. And that's why DimDems are crying on the inside, screaming on the outside. And I love it. I really love it. God help me. I just love it. And that's the reoccurring thought that I've been having. And so if, they're walking out or they're delaying the committee hearing or this or that or the other thing, or Dr. Ford and the other one and whatnot, who cares, right? I don't really care. It's kind of like a circus. And this week delay actually helps Trump. Now, Trump has been so masterful and so wise, and I noticed that all of these people, even Trump supporters in the media, they have no idea about who Trump really is, which means they have TDS stage 1, that they still think he's impulsive, aggressive, not capable of deep thoughts or wisdom. How wrong they are. He's more wise than all of them put together, and he's been playing this in a very smart way, knowing that midterms are coming up, and DimDems were just looking for the opportunity for Republican senators to interrogate Dr. Ford and look at what they said. Well, it didn't happen. Instead, they had Rachel Mitchell there, and it was beautiful. She gently exposed inconsistency. She wasn't there to nail Dr. Ford to the wall. She was there to exactly not do it. And to not have Republican senators, the white males talking to this victim, and that's ammo for the Democrat media. So Republicans really took it all away. And when you hear Trump saying, hey, Dr. Ford was a credible witness, he's just saying that. And people don't understand. I mean, people really don't understand President Trump, even after all this time, which means they break the Trump rule. They underestimate Donald Trump, and they must have TDS stage 1. And it's kind of sad because some of these people are supposed to understand who Trump is by now, but they don't. And so they influence many people out there. And that's fine, because part of what Trump is doing is playing the left and the right media, playing everyone, so that he can control the narrative. Because he came out looking like he's a wise statesman. And so that week delay with the FBI investigation, it's beautiful. It helps Trump so much. Now, first of all, Jeff Flake said he will vote yes on the Senate floor on the final vote if there is an FBI investigation. And there is. So therefore, he's a yes. That's it. End of story. He had his moment to appear as Gandhi or Mother Teresa, and that's great. Okay. Great, Jeff. You're a real hero. Now vote yes and shut up. And DimDems in the committee. We need an FBI investigation. I mean, it was like 100 times in that one day. And so they got their FBI investigation. Now shut up and vote. And they will vote no anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Trump gave them what they wanted. But the bonus is you have Democrats asking for an FBI investigation, and it's Trump that has to order it. So Trump orders an FBI investigation into a crime and therefore people. And that's happening. But that also means that he can do that in the future. He can anyway, but DimDems are kind of putting their stamp of approval on the White House and President Trump ordering an FBI investigation into a crime and people. So next time it may be Hillary Clinton or someone else. And what can DimDems say? Because just prior they were saying, yeah, Trump has to order an investigation by the FBI. So later on they can't say, President's not allowed to do that for politics. They were begging for it, and so it happened. And of course in a week, James Comey's not there. Peter Strzok is not there. Andrew McCabe is not there. This is not the James Comey FBI anymore. And the FBI is not going to find anything. Like I said, at the Trump Mafia headquarters, Brett Kavanaugh already went through hell. And this FBI check, whatever it may be, during this week, it's like a warm summer day. It's nothing. And Brett Kavanaugh has nothing to worry about. And of course, DimDems will reach into their bag of dirty tricks and pull out some more accusations maybe, or something else. But whatever they do, it's going to fail. And they're going to look like they're just, radical numbnuts. Whereas before, they were focusing on the FBI investigation and a delay. They got it. And so, what's next, right? Move the goalposts again. The American people will see right through that. So it's kind of like the DimDems ran out of juice, or they're running on fumes now. It's kind of pathetic. And so the vote will go ahead. Of course, if the FBI finds instances of gang rapes by Brett Kavanaugh and his thugs, then maybe it'll be delayed again. But this will not happen, of course. And a lot of people are focusing on Dr. Ford. I don't even care about this woman anymore. It's already passed. A victory for DimDems would have been if it was still stuck in the committee now. And it's not. It's out. So they feel like they had a victory. They delayed it with a week. FBI investigation. But you know what? That's not a victory. It's not a victory for DimDems. The only victory they could have had was if this thing was still stuck in that committee now. And it's not. It's out. And that's when they lost. But they were going to lose anyway, right? But, let them have their illusion or imaginary victory, and let even people in the right media who don't understand Trump, scream about how DimDems succeeded, because this will reinforce the illusion that they won. But in the end, Uruguay is going to make people vote, and he will be confirmed. And so because I have videos and people comment in the Trump Mafia headquarters, I see snippets of what people are saying or talking about what other people said, freaking out and all of that. And in essence, it's like people just don't understand Trump. They just don't understand how he is. I mean, this is a 5D chess player. He's a genius. So when he comes out and he says, yeah, I'm going to order an FBI investigation, he looks like he really cares to get to the bottom of everything. And he's saying that Dr. Ford is a credible witness. But he already knows that Brett Kavanaugh will be confirmed. So why not throw out some, bogus compliments or, some statements that make him look good? Because maybe he thought the same as we all did. I mean, that this woman is whacked out and she's lying and so many contradictions. But Trump is not there to nail this woman to the wall or expose her as a liar. I mean, we're talking about the Supreme Court. We're talking about that one judge, and it's going to turn the court conservative. Who cares about this woman? I also don't care about this woman. And, we really have to expose her. It doesn't matter. It's one of the tools, or one of the dirty tricks that DimDems used, and it failed. Because, again, if it didn't fail, it would still be stuck in the committee. Now, the problem is that a lot of people are attacking Trump for saying, hey, why is he saying Dr. Ford is credible? She's not credible. I mean, how stupid are these people in the media? And I'm talking about the right media. And how stupid are people to criticize Rachel Mitchell, who did a great job. I mean, she wasn't there to prepare indictments or, nail Dr. Ford to a cross or whatnot. She was there to take things down to another level, right? And to kind of dilute the poisonous atmosphere. And, it's a little woman and she's smiling and, she's very nice to everybody. And Republican senators don't have to interrogate Dr. Ford. I mean, she did a great job. In fact, just in the 3 separate 5 minutes she was talking to Dr. Ford, she exposed 3 or 4 lies and things that make you go, what? Like the polygraph day. I mean, that was weird, but that's okay. That's all she had to do. She wasn't there to prosecute Dr. Ford. And so Trump really played it well, and his statements have been great because, he was saying he didn't have any doubt in confirming Brett Kavanaugh. I mean, that's it. And so Democrats are really hurting on the inside. They can't stop this. They know they can't stop it. And I know they will come out with other dirty tricks. But in the end, it's a waste of time. And so if you really summarize the thing, President Trump came out looking great. DimDems actually begged Trump to open an FBI investigation into crimes. Jeff Flake got his little moment in the sun, and afterwards he'll have to vote yes. And it's out of the committee, and it's heading to a Senate vote, and he will be confirmed. That's it. That's it. Now, I will tell you about the amount of votes that you need. I mean, that's thanks to DimDems, actually. And the very reason that the FBI doesn't play a large role is also because of DimDems, Joe Biden, and the fact that President Trump was able to nominate Neil Gorsuch, and then thus this second Associate Justice, is also thanks to DimDems. Cheating, breaking the rules, changing the rules. And so, as I've often explained, DimDems always end up shooting themselves in the foot, or everything they try ends up backfiring, because you can always count on the incompetence of DimDems. And this whole circus is an example of that. I mean, these people believe they won or they got some type of a victory, but they didn't. I mean, the confirmation got out of the committee, and DimDems were begging Trump to open an FBI investigation. I mean, they're giving him that credibility, and so next time, what will they say when he opens an FBI investigation into alleged crimes of the Clinton Foundation or Spygate? Are they going to say he's not allowed to do it? They were begging for Trump to open an FBI investigation. I mean, think about that. Hilarious. DimDems, dumb as a rock, and they're really crying on the inside, screaming on the outside. I can really understand that they're suffering, because I always contrast the situation or compare it with what if Hillary had won. And she was now trying to confirm a second justice on the Supreme Court. Really. And it would have been even worse, because Kennedy would be replaced by another even more liberal justice, but Scalia would be replaced by a liberal justice. So that means it would be an uber liberal Supreme Court. I mean, just imagine that. So by now, if Hillary had been president, that would have been happening. And I can tell you that this is going through the heads of many of these DimDems, and they're crying about it. They're crying about it. And there's nothing they can do about it. This is really happening. Reality is making DimDems crazy, and they're crying at night. I mean, during the day they're unhinged and screaming. At night they can't sleep because they're crying. They're crying. I mean, rivers of tears. Now imagine the day that Uruguay calls the vote in the Senate, he's confirmed. Just imagine the meltdowns across liberal cities in our nation. I mean, wow. I mean, that's true happiness. So, ask me to care about Dr. Ford, ask me to care about Camel Toe Harris or Gory Booger, what they did. I mean, they're all losers. They accomplished nothing except to make themselves look stupid and incompetent. And President Trump knew that, and he played it so well. Soft, cool, and efficient. And so all these dirty tricks do have some effect, like some delay here and there, but what matters is that Brett Kavanaugh is confirmed. Sooner or later, it doesn't matter. He's that one judge that will turn the Supreme Court